Hey everybody, Brian Garcia, meteorologist, National Weather Service, San Francisco Bay Area, Monterey Bay regions. Heat, it's on. So we do have an excessive heat warning for all those magenta areas out there. And then we've actually issued a heat advisory for the North Bay valleys up here today. So that has just been issued this morning. That goes in line with the heat advisory that's down in Santa Clara Valley. Some items to take home if you take anything away from this. Limit activity during the hottest part of the days. Don't leave pets or kids or anything inside the cars. Use air-conditioned areas, as well as drink plenty of fluids and make sure that there are electrolytes. If you're out walking your dog, those paws on hot pavement, that's rough, so be careful. That was good. That's rough. I like that. Didn't even think of that. So temperatures for today, we're going to be pushing the 100 mark in a lot of areas. A lot of this peripheral area is going to be pushing 100. You get down towards the bay a little bit closer, then in the 90s, and you get right up against the bay, you're going to be more in the 70s and 80s. You get down into Monterey and San Benito counties, again, hundreds in the interior, and then right up against the shoreline there, more like 70s and 80s. Look at Santa Cruz, pushing 90 degrees even today. But that's only part of the story, because then we get the overnight lows. Those overnight lows are going to be very warm, especially up in the mountains. So up in the mountains, we might not see the temperatures drop below 80 degrees. We'll be warmer than 80 degrees in the mountains, and that's crazy. So down in the valleys, more like 60s. Right up against the shoreline, probably upper 50s, low 60s. Tomorrow, the hottest day, so we're looking at Saturday now. The hottest day, look at this, up in northern Sonoma County. Up in northern Sonoma County, we're pushing like 110, even up in northern Napa County, pushing 110, if not like 113-ish. So then that translates all down through East Bay, especially out there in Brentwood, eastern Contra Costa County. And then as we get down towards San Benito and Monterey counties, very warm again. In the city itself, I know that we have San Francisco pegged at 79, but that southeast corner in the city, it could heat up into the mid-80s, potentially even brushing into 90 for a short time. So something to be aware of for those walk-up buildings with no air conditioning, and it's going to be very hot in those buildings. Overnight lows again tomorrow night, staying very warm. And then as we get into Sunday, we'll see a notch down a little bit. So we'll come down more to like the low hundreds in those peripheral areas, and we'll come down into the low to mid 90s as you get towards the shoreline, and right up against the coast, you'll be more like in the 60s and 70s, except Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz has a really special kind of wind regime that kind of keeps it a little bit warmer, especially as you get right away from the coast. So it's going to be hot. It's going to be uncomfortable overnight. So make sure that you take those preparedness actions now and find some cooling areas. Make sure that you take care of yourself, take care of each other, and most of all, be nice to each other. See you, everybody. Later.